I'm now going to look at, again, fractions into decimals, fractions into percentages, and I'm also going to include in this some decimals into percentages. But I'm going to start with what is quite a difficult fraction, 2/3. I want to turn this into a percentage, and what I've been saying is this is of 100. So times 100, I want 2/3 of 100. Going into the mathematics, 2 times 100 is 200, and divided by 3. Again, resorting to my electronic friend, just to get some of the simple mathematics out of the way, 200 divided by 3 equals 66.6, and this will give me 66.6%. Now, let's move on into the decimal 0.42. I want to say, what is this as a percentage? Well, first things first, let's have a look to see what we mean by 0.42. The first column here is the tenths column. The second column here is the hundredth. So I could say that this is the same as 42 hundredths, equivalent fraction. And again, we know that this is 42%. Linking to what I've done with the 2/3, I could say 0.42 times 100 of 100, multiplying by 100. This will give me 0.42 times 100 is equal to 42, which of course means it's 42%. Now sometimes we have decimals where we have a whole number as well. Let me think of an example here, 1.57. If I want to turn this into a percentage, our technique has been to multiply it by 100. Now when I multiply this by 100, perhaps I will be a little off put because 1.57 times 100 is 157. And I'm going to get 157%. And what I'm highlighting here is that sometimes our answers can be more than 100, bigger than 100, because the number here to start with was bigger than 1. I just always want you to think about 1 is 100%. So I could say 2 is 200%. So the fact I have 1.57 times 100 giving me 157%, I should not be afraid. And this obviously leads me into my general rule. If I take a fraction or a decimal and I want to turn it into a percentage, so here we have fraction or decimal, to turn either into a percentage, I will take that, multiply it by 100, and this gives me my percent. And just I'll put that in this little bracket there just as a reminder. So my general rule, take my fractional decimal, multiply it by 100, and this gives me my percentage.
Okay, Mary, so let's have a look at this one. So solve x plus 2x equals 12. So what do you think you do first?
Okay, well, I want x on its own, so I would put x equals 12 minus 2x.
Okay, so a lot of the time we want to get x by itself, but what we want to do first is get all of these x's together. So can you see anything we can do with this? Get all these together in one place.
Oh, okay, it's 3x, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
3x equals 12. Oh, and so x equals 4.
Brilliant, spot on, well done.